Hi crafty friends, this is Lori with a craft party. Wanted to get with you today and we're going to make this cute little Victorian folded envelope. We're going to use some pink dyed paper, a coffee filter, and some trims. Oh, and some gold gilding wax. So let's get started. First thing we want to do is turn our page so that it's landscape. We want to fold each side in so that they match up and are equal amounts but are not overlapping each other. We don't want them to overlap. And give it a crease. And double check. Then we want to fold it up about 4 inches. No, that looks more like 3 inches. Fold it up 3 and then down, what is that? About 1.5 inches. And make a fold. So you've got it folded like this. Then you want to take your coffee filter and some glue, and we're going to glue it on here so that the edge of the coffee filter meets close to the edge of the top of the letter. And I am going to use my art glitter glue. And I'm going to put a little at the top. Find a spot that isn't crinkly. There we go. And it's there. And then we're going to glue it down from there. Might even turn it over. That way I can see what's going to touch the envelope and what's not. Okay. Grab my towel. I've got a little excess here. Then we're going to fold it over. And glue the back. And this is just a coffee filter that I coffee dyed or tea dyed. I can't remember which. It looks like coffee dyed. Tea dyed's a little bit lighter than that. Okay. And then we're going to take our scissors and we're going to carefully trim around because we don't want to cut our paper. And watch, I'll cut my paper. It's inevitable. Okay, and then these can be either scraps or trash. It's up to you. And I've got a little bit more trimming to do here. Not quite close enough. Okay. And now I'm going to take some, let's see how wide this is. It looks like it's about 3/4 inch lace. And I think I've told you before, I like to take double-sided tape and put the double-sided tape down in a few spots. And the reason why this is because the double-sided tape will hold the lace in place until the glue dries, and then the glue will be the one doing all the work. And then I just glue around. Oops. Oops is not a good word. There we go. And then I like to overhang a little bit of my lace over the side. That way I can go ahead and cut it off, but that way it does, if it moves a little bit, I'm still getting the lace adhere to the envelope. And that double-sided tape should hold the lace in place. I'm going to cut that and make it easier to get it out of my way, the excess. There we go. And I want to put a little more glue here. I didn't go all the way to the top. Same with this side. I didn't go all the way to the top. Kind of want to cover up those corner edges. And then I'm going to grab this lace and cut one of these off. Oh, you know what? I forgot a step. Big surprise for me. We're going to set this off to the side for a second. We're going to take our gilding wax. You can take Rub and Buff or gilding wax or gold paint, any of those. And I'm going to get a little on my finger. And I'm just going to smear it around on the top of this envelope. Okay. I'm stuck to the, there we go. Don't want to pull on that lace. It's not ready yet. Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to go down the sides. Where you would normally ink, I'm taking the gilding wax and going down the sides. Okay, and I'm going to open it up. And I'm going to do these inside flaps, same way. It's a little messy, but it's worth it because it looks pretty. Okay, get my towel. Put the lid back on my gilding wax because I don't want it to dry out. Set that off to the side, and I've got wax all over my fingers now. I'll be all sparkly and shiny. Okay, then we want to fold this back up. And I got a little bit on my page, but that's okay because it's just a little bit of wax. It'll look pretty. And we want to slip this piece up into this piece. And it's a little fiddly at first. But it's okay. There you go. And the more you pull it in and out, the less fiddly it is. I want to grab a little bit of double-sided tape. And I'm going to stick it here in the center. And then I'm going to put glue. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. And I don't use Fabri-Tac very often because it's stringy. But we're using this big piece of lace. And it's heavy, so I feel like Fabri-Tac would work best. And then I'm sticking that on where the double-sided tape is. Giving it a good press. This come apart. Gonna hold that down for a little bit. Use my scoring tool or my bone folder. That side stayed. And then I can cut those off. Put those in the trash. And there we have a Victorian style envelope letter. So then you just open it up and you write on the inside. Now I've got quite a bit of gilding wax everywhere, and that's okay. It just adds to the page. And you can write in there, or you can put a digital print in there. You could also emboss this with your embossing folder. I just thought of that. That would be neat if you had a Victorian type embossing folder. And there we go. We've got a Victorian letter, an envelope fold. Thank you for stopping by today. Remember, I've got freebies over in my Ko-fi shop if you're interested. That link will be down below. Please like and subscribe, comment down below also. And have a great day. Bye. Hugs.